Welcome back to the Kinsey Tutoring YouTube channel. In this video, we're just going to continue on from part one of that same worksheet of multiplying and dividing fractions, and we're going to get started. Let's share screen, and all right. So question 3B, we have 12 over 7 divided by 3 times 5 over 6, okay? So with PEMDAS, as we said in the earlier video, um, you have the M and the D, which stand for multiplication and division. So either or, and those are interchangeable. So since we have division first with the 12 over 7 and the 3, we'll start with those two. So we're going to do 12 over 7 and then divided by 3, which equals 12 over 7 times, change the sign, flip the 3, 1 over 3, which equals 12. 12 times 1, 12. 7 times 3, 21. That can be reduced. Both numbers go into correct 3. So then 4 over 7. Now, we take that 4 over 7 and we multiply that by what's left, the 5 over 6 times 5 over 6. All right? 4 times 5, 20 over 42. 7 times 6 equals 20 and 42, both numbers go into, let's say 2. So both numbers go into 2. 10. 20 divided by 2, 10. 42 divided by 2, 21. Both numbers can't be reduced no more. So our answer is going to be 10 over 21. All right. And this is all the work. All right. So question 3C, we have 8 over 9 divided by 4 over 6 squared. So again, with PEMDAS, parentheses, exponent. So we're going to deal with the parentheses and the exponent first. All right. So we have 8 over 9 divided by, so we're going to do 4 squared over 6 squared, right? So we take this exponent and we distribute it to both the numerator and the denominator, okay? Numerator being the top number, denominator being the bottom number, divided by 9, and then we're going to flip, and then we could flip times 6 squared over 4 squared, and then we've got equals 8 times 36, 8 over 9 times 36 over 16, okay? Now, what we can do is do some cross multiplication, right? So we've got 36 over 9, cancels out the 4 over 1, right? And then 8 and 16 cancels out 2, correct? 8 and 16 both go into 8. 8 divided by 8, 1. 16 divided by 8, 2. Okay? Equals 1 times 4 is 4. And then 1 times 2 equals 2. 4 divided by 2, you guessed it, 2. All right. So yeah, this is probably the part right here where it may get a little tricky. So what you do is you kind of cross analyze the cross terms. So 36 and 9 are kind of adjacent from each other, or kind of across from each other. So you see if they go into each other. They do. Both go into 9. 36 divided by 9, 4. 9 divided by 9, 1. And then 8 and 16. They both go into each other, right? So 8 goes into 8 once, and then 16 goes into 8 two times. All right. And our answer to that is 2. All right. All right. Perform the indicated operations and reduce the lowest terms. All right. So we're going to reduce the lowest terms. All right. So we've got negative 6 over 5 times 17 over 7 times negative 3 over 9. Okay. So let's just start with the first two numbers. So we're just going to do, we know how to multiply fractions, multiply the numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator. So we're going to do 17 times 6 which equals 2, which equals 7 times 6, 42, carry the 4. And then 6 times 1, 6 plus 4, 102. Okay. So our top number is going to be, so we do negative 7 over negative 6 over 5 times 17 over 7, right? Top number is going to be negative 102 over 5 times 7, 35. Okay. Take that same number and then we multiply that by what's left, which is the negative 3 over 9. Or to make it easier as well, we can just do the negative multiplied by the negative 1 over 3 as well. So we take that, so change, we could change this to negative 1 over 3 just to make the multiplying a little bit easier. So we do negative 102 over 35 times negative 1 over 3. Okay. And then once again, we can do the same cross multiplication, right? So 1 and 35, they stay the same really because one goes into 1 time, and then one goes in 35, 35. So those stay the same. Now, 3 and 102. So the rule with finding out if a number is divisible by 3 is you would add up all the digits of that number, and if the sum of that number is divisible by 3, then it's divisible by 3. So 1, 0, and 2. So 1 plus 0 plus 2 equals 3. So 3 goes into 3. We know that, right? So now we just got to figure out how much does 3 go into 102. 3 goes into 10, 3 times, 1, and bring down the 2, 34. All right, so 34. So change this to 34, and then it's just going to be 1. So answer, negative 34 times negative 1 equals 34. 35 times 1 equals 35. That's our answer. Okay. All right, let's do one more question. Well, two more. All right, stand corrected. All right, it's pretty simple, right? Negative 3 over 7 times 4 over 15. We just cross multiply. Well, we just multiply them, the top and the bottom together. But, well, actually, what we can do, negative 3 over 7 times 4 over 15, right? We 3 and 15 go into each other. 3 goes into 15 5 times. So that's a 1, and then that's a 5, right? So easier multiplication. So negative 4 over 35. Sorry, answer. That was pretty quick. And that's for 1B. But yeah, or B. Okay. All right, we're going to do the last problem. So a margarita of your own requires 7 over 4 ounces of tequila. Okay. If you have, let's change that up. A margarita of your own requires 7 over 4 ounces of apple juice. If you have a 14-ounce bottle of apple juice, where well, how many margaritas can you make? All right, so so they give us the whole. What's the whole amount? 14. So the whole bottle is 14. So we're taking 7 over 4 ounces out of that 14, right? So what we do is to set this up, we start with our whole 14, and we have to figure out how many 7 over 4s can we make out of the 14 ounces. Okay. So 14 divided by 7 over 4, like, keep, change, flip. So keep, change, flip over 7. And then let's just make this a 1 so we could make it even. 14 and 7 go into each other, right? 7 goes into 14 2 times, turn that into a 2. 7 goes into 7 1 time equals 8 over 1, which is 8, equals 8. And that 8 ounces. Don't forget your measurements. 8 ounces. Well, oh no, actually, nope, sorry. They said how many margaritas, so no, I'm doing too much. It's just eight. So eight margaritas or eight apple juices. Okay. All right, so we have eight, and yeah, so that's pretty much this topic. We're gonna this worksheet has one more page, so I'm just gonna make a part three, and I'll see you on the next video.